It seems like that just about wherever you look these days, you can expect Spider-Man to be prominently featured in whatever Marvel is doing. Which brings us to Marvel's Avengers, which is still trucking on along, with a roadmap that promises Spider-Man soon. Whatever soon is, we'll find out soon, I suppose. But this also brought people to notice that the plans for the future just sort of end with what they laid out in that upcoming slate of updates and when they showed off the empty promises roadmap, which most studios do, and then things end up falling behind schedule. Now we do have an update on Spider-Man and the future of characters beyond him and releases beyond him, and it's not going to end with him, but, well, that's really it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that Wakanda expansion for Avengers was, quite frankly, amazing. Makes me wish that I had more Black Panther, like a standalone video game based on the Black Panther. But that's neither here nor there, even though Crystal Dynamics, the jungle setting, they're very used to it with another Tomb Raiding character, so you would think Black Panther would be, never mind. Anyways, the Avengers, it's still trucking on along, as I said, and that roadmap got some people worried where they were like, hey guys, why does it just sort of end? And then there's nothing else listed? What does this mean? Well, we did have an update, because the blog post over on the Avengers game from Square Enix, they talk about how there's more content coming, specifically that there will be, of course, Spider-Man added by hopefully the end of the year or into early 2022, but they also did reiterate that there will be new content coming in 2022 beyond Spider-Man. More DLC and more characters are coming in 2022, which includes new heroes and new villains. Spider-Man is not the last one. He is just the last plan that they announced for right now. Now, of course, anybody who's anybody will probably remember, well, I shouldn't say that. Anybody who might be able to remember, there was pretty clearly teases at other characters being playable and even mining of the source code and stuff that hinted towards She-Hulk, War Machine, Ant-Man, Captain Marvel, Wasp, Marvel, and countless other characters that we have nothing on. Maybe this is the plan for the next year, which would be kind of nice. Vary it up a bit and palette swap a bit would honestly go a long way. I mean, War Machine would be an extension of what we do with Iron Man, just more firepower. So I don't understand why that's not out yet. Maybe they're trying to line some of this up with the upcoming Disney Plus, TV series and stuff, which honestly would be cool, and that might be a nice way to kind of bring people back in. But they do say that this isn't over, and there's plenty more content coming. Now, I'm going to assume, and this is just my assumption, that they have to kind of gauge engagement with the game post-Panther and what happens in the future and how much revenue they can make off of DLC before they commit much more time and resources. But overall, at least we can have some sort of guarantee that we are going to see more, which I think that's all we really want. Just give us more content, story content, because the story in this game is good. Make no mistake. You can say whatever you want about the gameplay and the forced microtransactions and everything, but when it comes to it, it has a great single-player game that they need to expand upon. And I think if they did, they could legit turn this thing around like in No Man's Sky. And a couple years from now, everybody's going, man, that game started off real rough, but look at it now. You have to play this, which I think they're slowly getting to that point. But in due time, I suppose we'll see. Either this will go the way of a No Man's Sky and a GTA Online, or it's going to go the way of I suppose there's tons of games you can name. So pick one that's failed post-launch and, put that metaphor in there.